you'll be supplied with the following source files. So these are the source files that you have been supplied with. Okay. The evidence document has been done with the database, so please go check it out for the database that we did. Right. Tax 2 document. You're going to edit a report for a seed retailer. They use a corporate house style for all their documents. Paragraph style must be modified, created, modified, and applied as instructed using a stable software. The stable software, according to chapter 13 layout, is the Microsoft Word. It's the Microsoft Word. That's what we use it for. Open the file M2521 document. So I'm going to open it. Yeah. Okay. Done. Enable editing. Okay. Now they said what? Okay, this database we did, so I probably just need to close it. Close window. Okay, good. Um, the page is set to A4, project orientation with 2 centimeter margin. Do not make any changes to this. What we can do really is just to check. So I'll come to layout, page setup to see that has been done. It has been done. So cancel. All right. 3 paragraph style has already been created. 3 has been created. So let's check. Now, if you're checking, you have to be careful. So I'll click on this settings right here, and then we can see we have 3 that has been created. Have they been applied? Has already been created. 2 has been applied to the document. 2. So I'm guessing table. Okay, good, good. So that's CL table. Now, they said um, do not make any changes to this unless instructed. Save the document in your work area with the file name. Crops. So I'm going to save it with this crops. Okay. So I'll close this, click on file, save as. I can browse for it, and I'll save it as crops. Now what else? Make sure it is saved in the format of the software you use. So I'm using Microsoft Word, so the save as type is going to be what? Word document. Place in your evidence document a screenshot. So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to save this. New, good. They said a screenshot to show this file has been saved. Make sure there's evidence of the file type. So I'm going to choose this to details, and I'm going to sort this. Okay, perfect. All right, and then I can see this is cutting off. I can remove this. Click here. Sorry. Um, let me see. Sort by date, not status. And I'm going to right click here, uncheck this. Good. And the spaces here are too much. Double click, take my cursor here, double click here, take my cursor here, double click. Good. Now it's time to take the screenshot. So I'll come here and click on new, and I'll take my screenshot here. This is the right way to take your screenshot, please. Right? Not any other method. Right? This is the right way to you don't take your screenshot like this. Save as, browse, and date. This is wrong, please. Right? Because this doesn't show the file type. Okay, so please it doesn't show that you've actually saved the work, right? This is the process of you saving, so please, this is wrong. Okay, so right. Okay, hope you've learned something. So what step is it? This is step 1. Okay, so go to step 1. Okay, hit on enter and right click, and I'll paste this. Good. All right, so we have this. So this is done. Place in the footer of the crop document. Now, when we talk about footer, is important because again, it lies between the bottom of the page and then bottom of the margin, right? It's something you see in your right here. Okay, so that's what it is. So for headers and footers, definition of it. Okay, this is the definition right here. So for a footer is an area of document that between the bottom of the page and bottom of the margin. Okay. So footer of the crop document. Insert footer. I will do 3 columns. All right. Your name, comma space, center number, comma space, candidate number, left align. Okay, so it's going to be left align. My name, comma space, center number is AN017, comma space 2025. Automated page number right align. So right here, I will come here to page number, current position, play number. That's one way to do it. Or you can come here to fields, and you can come here to num pages. And for num pages, yeah, and then you can now choose the one to give. So this is important in case they are giving you use A, B, C or something, right? Okay. So you say what automated, not page number right align. So I can come here current position plane number. Okay. Make sure that all the alignment match the page margins. Okay. So come here to view grid lines. Okay. No other text is included in the footer area. So I'll click here, hit on my delete. The footer is displayed on all pages. And if you can see, it is displayed on all pages. I'll close my header and footer. Go to view and uncheck the grid lines. Done. Create and store the following style, basing it on the default. Now the default is what? Normal. Now to do it, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to scroll to the last. Let me even check. Home. Click on the show or hide paragraph marks. Are there any page breaks? Okay, no page break. Now page break talks about when you're forcing the text onto a new page, right? So I'm going to go to the last paragraph and I'll hit on enter. Okay, and now I can click on my style. And now I don't have normal here, right? So what I will do is I will leave it the way it is in body, click on the new style, come here to style based on, switch it to what? Normal. So let me just cancel this. New style, style based on normal, right? Good. That's how to do it. This is going to be the style name. So I'll copy this. Okay, control. Okay, right click and then paste, whichever one. Now we have font style serif and sans serif. Now when it comes to serif, right? This simply means that they have little ticks. Okay, they have little ticks at the end of each letter. That's what serif does. Have little ticks at the end of each letter. And a good example is what? Your Times New Roman for serif. While for your sans serif, they have straight edges. The edges are straight. Okay, and a good example is what? Your area. Okay, so please take note of that. All right, so here's area. Okay, font size is 14, alignment is left, enhancement is bold or italics, single line, this is single line, 1.5 double, space before, so format here, paragraph, space before is 0, after is what? 10. To just remove the 6 and type 10, and then click on OK. So we can check again. Area 14 left, bold italics, single line, and then we have it here. So I'll click on OK. Take a screenshot to show that you have defined the setting for CL subhead. Okay, so I'll click here, modify, just to show it. It's based on normal. Just checking. Okay, so I'll hit on my tab to so it doesn't cover anything, and then take my screenshot, new. Now, if you're just joining me for the first time, this is called a snipping tool. You can see it here. You can search for it and then you get it here, right? Okay. So what step is this? This is step 3. Okay, so I'm going to click on OK. Step 3, hit on enter, and then I'm going to paste it. Okay. So I'll come here to my shape width, reduce it a bit. Say I think we'll make it 12. 12 is fine. Okay, and here is Control Enter, and I'll save my work. Right, I'll save my now. So we've done this. Okay, the style name cell table has already been created and applied to the table in the document. Modify the cell table so only the following format is applied. Now, since it has been applied, whatever we do is still not going to affect anything, irrespective of where your cursor is. Since it has been applied, you only do this when you're creating it and you're storing it, because that simply means that wherever your cursor is, it will be applied. So you have to be careful so you don't affect your work. Now, let's come back to this. They said, so only. The problem is we don't really listen to the instructions. So only. So that simply means that whatever is not stated here must be removed. Okay. So only the following formatting is applied. So I'll come here to the table, right click, modify. So I have my cell table. Serif is Times New Roman. Okay. Font size is 10. Then alignment is center. And what else? Enhancement is italics. Line spacing is single. Okay. Space before is 0. So I'm going to go to format, paragraph. After is 0 here. So I'll click on OK. All right. So that's done. Let's check. It's important now to check. Now look at this. They said, um, so we have cell table. We have Times New Roman. We have 10. We have center. Um, we have italics. We have single. Space before is 0. So I'm just checking that nothing else is also included. Very important. Okay, nothing else. And of course, obviously, it's based on normal, right? So, done. They said take a screenshot to show you have modified the cell table styles. Place this in your evidence document. So I'll come here, right click, modify, and I'm going to hit on my tab, and I will take a screenshot here. So I'll click on new, and I'm going to take a screenshot here. All right, so I'll do the same. Okay, now this is going to be what? This is going to be step 4. Okay, step 4. All right, so hit on enter, and I'm going to paste this in as step 4. Okay, so I'm going to click here, picture format, and I'm going to reduce this a bit. I think to 12. It's fine. Okay. All right, so I'm going to save this. It's important that your evidence title and your evidence are together. Very important. Okay, very important. All right. Step 5, add the text by followed by space and your name after the title Global Crop Report. Okay. I think you can close this. Hit on enter. I should add what? The text by followed by space, your name after the text Global Crop Report at the top of the document. They say add the text followed by a space after the title. So it's after the title. Okay. For example, okay. They said after the title, not at the bottom. Sorry. Okay, let me just undo it peacefully. They even gave an example, which is good. After this, at the top of the document. Okay, sorry. followed by a space after. Okay, okay, by. Okay, all right. So I have this. Okay, the style see arrowhead has been created and stored. Apply this style to the title global crop report and the text you entered in step 5. Mhm. So click on the settings, done. A lot, and you're like, okay, do you have a private tuition? Don't you have? Do you have? And yes, Ajiro Tech do have a private tuition. So by my right, you can see that we have for the EdXL and Cambridge IGCSE, and yes, we do have for all subjects. Okay, all subjects. Okay, the popular ones that's always been in demand is mathematics, English language as a second language. Okay, we have physics, we have biology, we have chemistry, and we have um, you know the flagship, which is ICT, just here and there. We also have business studies. So if you're interested for a private tuition, um, I think all you have to do is send an email to the sales team at agiletech@gmail.com, and they would reply to you, talk about your time zone, talk about, and the fees really quite affordable. Really, it's really quite affordable. It's when you look at it across um, other tutoring service, I think this is the one that's quite affordable, and you get the very best of service. We also have for the E levels as well, um, and also for the EdXL. So we have for the Cambridge E levels and EdXL E levels. Okay, and we have also across the subject mathematics, which is usually the hot cake when it comes to E level mathematics and chemistry, and then biology. These are usually one of the ones we have in demand always, all the time. Even physics, for E level. So all you have to do, if you're watching this right now and you are interested for um, a private tuition, then you can do yourself a solid, okay, and send an email to the sales team at agile@gmail.com, and they'll reply to you. And the good news about this is what I've discussed with the sales team is we've tried as much as possible to see how we can subsidize the amount according to countries, so it doesn't really look very, very heavy. Okay, um, so this is really important. Yes, we do charge in pounds, but again, we try to be as much as possible considerate to your countries, and we don't just skyrocket the price. No, because at the end of the day, we know how it feels, and we really want you to actually get the best of service, and again, be able to afford it from the comfort of your home. So again, Agile Tech private tuition is currently ongoing. You can enroll yourself for the IGCSE, and then for the E levels. Again, for the IGCSEs, these are the subjects, and for the E levels, these are also the subjects. So again, what are you waiting for? Just send an email to the system. If you're an IGCSE student preparing for IGCSE, if you're watching this in 2024, 5, watching this in 2026, watching this in 2027, we're currently ongoing, and this is actually a good time for you to actually explore, and then get it tailored to your own needs. So trust me, you don't want to miss out. Step 7: apply a bullet list to the text from fungi to the animals themselves. Okay, so a bullet. So you can choose this or this, right? So I'm going to choose this. Okay, the bullets are aligned to the left margin. Okay, align to the left margin. That simply means you're coming here to settings. Under indentation, what are you doing here? You're making it what? 0 to the line to the left margin. The list is in single line spacing with no space before after each line. So I'll come here to settings, space before and after each cell, done. There's a 6-point space after the last item in the list. So I'll come here, hit on enter, backspace, and we'll check. So I'll reduce it to what? 6 point. Done. Step 8. Identify the 6 subheadings in your document and apply the CL subhead you created in step 3 to each of the 6. Okay, so I have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a close one. Select the subheading crop diversity and the following text up to and include the paragraph plants in our meal. Plants in our meal. Okay. Crop diversity. Okay, so from here to plants in our meal. Okay. So layout, columns, more columns. Change the page layout so that only this text is displayed in 2 columns. 2 columns of equal width, yes, with a 2 centimeter space. Spacing is 2 centimeters between the columns, and click on OK. It's important you know how to do this. Now, for some reason, if your measurement unit is not a centimeter, click on File, Option, Advanced, scroll down to Display, and then Show measurement in unit of. You can change it here. Okay, good. All right. Step 10, locate the document. And please let me know in the comment section if you're learning. It's important to know if you're learning. Let me know in the comment section if you're learning, okay? Because I want to teach you. Locate the table in the document. So let's look at the table. Okay, there's a table right here. All right. Insert a new row between the crop item, wheat and potatoes. Wheat and potatoes. So right here, I would do this. Good. Enter the following: cassava, cassava, copy it, cassava. What else? 3% is cassava. Alright, so I have this. Okay, so they said apply a light gray background fill to rows 1 and 2. To rows 1 and 2. And light gray design, shading, light gray. I was given 20 to 40. Okay, so even 20 to 40. So the first one, please. The second one. This is how many percent? 50. So 25 is fine. Format the first of the table so it becomes a single cell. So I'm going to highlight this. Table layout, merge cell. Format the table so that all text in each row displays on one line. So come here, So the display on one line. Okay, done. A one-point black internal and external grid lines are displayed when printed. Now, if this is confusing you, just come here, right? Come here to table design, and then you can a one point, right? You can add your borders first before anything. Okay, all right. The table border and all data fit within the column width. They do. There's a 6 point space after the table. Okay, 6 point space after the table. So right here, I would better. Okay, that's good. Like this is better. I've adjusted it. So hit on enter. Come here. Right here, remove space after paragraph, and then reduce it to what? A 6 point space. Good. Import the image M2521 word crops and place it in the paragraph beginning. There are more than, okay, I mean, this, I think, I'm not sure, but let me get this. There are more than, there are more than, how many, okay, good. So we just have one. Okay, so you click on it, then you close. Okay, okay, in the paragraph beginning, there are more than, okay, so I'll go to insert picture this device. Okay, insert this. Rotate the image 180 degrees so the stock is in the bottom left corner. Okay, so rotate 180 degrees. So that's one, two. So the stock is in the bottom left corner. Okay. Format the image size to the size to a width of 2 centimeters and a height of 2 centimeters. So that's maintaining aspect ratio, right? So 2 centimeters across. All right. So both the width and height is 2 centimeters. Is aligned to the left column. Is aligned to the left column and the top paragraph starting. They are more than. Take note. They are more than. And this automatically means it is text wrap. So I'll come here, wrap text through, square through. Yeah, true is better. Uh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Spell check and proofread your work. We'll talk about proofread. This is the careful reading and rereading of the work to detect any error. You see this in the slide. It's packed well in the slide. Now you see that in we are talking about proofreading. Yeah. Think after styles. Yeah, after styles. Yes, after styles. You see it here. Under proofing, yeah, proofing, and you see it after the proofing technique, after verification. Yes, you will see proofreading. Good. So it's the careful reading and reading of a document before it is finally printed to detect any errors in spelling, okay, grammar, punctuation, or layout. So that's what we are doing right here. So we're checking to make sure, okay, let's check for spellings. So go to review, um, spellings and grammar. We can ignore. Mm, there are no real challenges. So I'll ignore this. And what else? The list and the tables are not split over two columns or pages. Okay, so the list and the table. Okay, there are no windows and offense. What do we mean by windows, widow, and offense? Now, this is it. You see it right here under proofing as well. So widow is the last line of a paragraph that appears alone at the top of a page or a column. And offer is the first line of a paragraph that appears alone at the bottom of a page or a column. So what do you notice here? This is what a widow. So how do we fix it? So I'm going to do Control A to select everything, home, click on the settings of paragraph, line and page break, check the windows and offense, click on OK. So now we have this. Okay, so now we do not have um, what, a widow. Okay, we do not have a widow. So I think this is fine. So good. So we don't have it. We do not have it anymore because again it's not the last line. Okay, now what's the next thing? There are no blank pages. So look at this. There are no blank pages. So we have 3 pages here. Original styles are maintained. All styles are applied consistently. Spacing is consistent between all items. Save the document using the same file name used in step 1. And if you go back to step 1, what was it? Crops. So save my work, file, print. So we print the document. Okay, so let's print the document. Again, all those things have been done. So print. Okay, so this is document production. Okay, and then I would save my work. Now it's important to check how your work is going to look like at the end of the day. Very important to check. So right here, I'm going to open it. From here now, you can send your work to the printer. Okay. All right. So we have this here. All right. Okay. So, yep. Think the only one here was the fact that they told us to do 2 centimeter space. All right. So I think this brings us to the end of this paper. Thank you so much for watching. Please do well to share this video to your friends and classmates, and yeah, invite them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And then you can go to ajirotech.com to look at some of the information we have. For teachers, you might want to subscribe to the combo plan and get yourself equipped with all the materials you need for IGCSE, ICT, and even EdXL. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.